Welcome, welcome. So it's Friday night. Thought I'd play some chess games and just hit record and see what happens. I just recently made some videos where I played some different robots. Oh, game aborted. Okay. Too bad we don't get any ELO points for that I know of. And I acted out the games while I played on my new chessboard, Alice in Wonderland. And just a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun with that. And if you haven't seen those videos, check it out. This is one of my little helpers. There's another one running around. And he wanted to get in on the action. And so this little guy right here, he's been in a few of my videos. If you follow my channel, you've seen him before. And his sister. And his older brother. Yeah, so anyway, thought I'd play some random games, hit record. This guy gets squirmy. He wants up here, but now he wants down. He has some physical limitations. He has some birth defects that has kind of given him some problems in his life, but we've given him some special treatment that took him to different specialists and different things, and he's had the MRIs and the spinal taps and special medications. That's how he was paralyzed for 3 days, and I'm going to set him down, and then he's going to walk around. The problem is he can't run like other dogs, and so okay, buddy, we'll set you down. All right, let's get you set down here. He has physical limitations. He can walk. Which is a bit of a miracle. He can't run like other dogs can. And so our other dogs, they run in our backyard and what have you. And then they burn off their energy, and then they want to, sit down and relax. But he can't do that. So he has to do a lot of walking. We call him a mall walker. So, but anyway, what was I saying? Sometimes I can play chess and talk at the same time, and sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can play chess and talk, and then I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But that's pretty usual for me. But no, my little buddy Chip, he likes to be involved, and I set him down. He's walking around right now. He's walking around, checking things out. And I normally am sitting in my office, but I wanted to, I was just sitting out here, just kind of random, and just hit record. And so I don't like that I'm down a pawn, but that's okay. I try to develop minor pieces, get them in the action. Excuse me. And then my major pieces, 2 rooks, queen. So I don't know, oh, but if you haven't checked out my videos where I play on the Alice in Wonderland board, and I try to keep up with the computer and move, I'm kind of hopping all around. But they turned out pretty cool. I love the board. My wife got it for me for Christmas, the Alice in Wonderland board. And they make like 5 or 6 different versions. of the Alice in Wonderland pieces, and I've even seen where some of them are handmade, which is very cool. I had a specific one that I wanted with a specific board. It's cherry. The wood is cherry, and there's another wood on there too. It escapes me at the moment here, but oh man, it's just beautiful board. I love it. I'm so thankful that my wife got it for me, and what a gift, and it's great. And you know, I'm like a little kid. It's just after Christmas, and so when did I do that? Was it Christmas Day? I played those games. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. It was Christmas Day. Just because I was like a little kid, I couldn't stand it, and had to play with my new toy. And so, yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's a good video, I think. Anyway, I don't know. I thought it was a good video, but so I thought I'd get back to playing some Live People. I've done a lot of chess puzzles and playing in the robots. The robots are cool because it's zero pressure. You can walk away, get a drink, whatever, go to the restroom, whatever. You know, that queen and that bishop's lined up aiming at my king. I do have a defender, but a couple defenders, but I don't like it. I want to break it. I feel like that's my opponent's greatest strength is their pieces. You got to use your pieces together. And right now, my opponent's doing a great job of using their pieces together. And I've got to bust that up. And I still have a bishop on the bottom rank here. So I'd like to get the bishop in the game. And so on. I really need to get that bishop going. Right now it's blocked in. Man, I'm tempted just to freaking hit the b4. Before what? Before what? Oh wait, that's a bingo joke. b4 is a bingo joke. Can we do it in chess? But I don't want a backwards pawn, you know, on the c file because it doesn't have a defender or anything. But it is tempting to do b4. That's the bingo game. My family and I play bingo on the holidays. It gets pretty wild, I'm telling you, it does. And every time b4 is called, my God, it's a race to see who can be the first to yell before what. And then the kind of the gag, you know, the next time a B is called, you know, it could be like a B5 or something. And then somebody will say, B5 what? Like they don't get it or something, you know. It's pretty comical. We have a good time. Have a real good time with that. I like my knight being in the center of the board. I like being able to get my bishop out. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know, and I don't care. Oh, wait. Yes, I do care. Okay, I got the bishop out, but I immediately realized now that I've let go of the piece, that was a mistake. I left my knight hanging. My knight on c4 is hanging. Shit. Splatter-ass moment. You know, my opponent, what's he rated, 12, 18? He or she, I don't know. I'm sure they see it. They're just thinking, my God, this is a trap. I know it is. It's not a trap. It's just me being a splatter-ass. I wish it was a trap. I wish there was some brilliant thing that's about to unwind and it's going to be amazing. But that's not the case. That truly was a splatter ass moment by yours truly. I suspect I'll lose that night. I'll be surprised if my opponent doesn't take it. I'm down one pawn, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, I can take the knight with my bishop and then pick up the pawn, threaten the rook. Maybe pick up this other pawn on the e-file and go into a check. So that's 2 points back right there. So, I'm not trying to glorify it. It is a mistake, I admit. And I'm surprised my opponent hasn't taken that knight yet. What's my ELO? 1235. Usually in the 1200s, you don't see people, except for me, splatter asses like me, drop pieces like that. I don't think. I don't think so. I've seen grandmasters make fun of people that are in the 1200s and say, whatever floats your boat, it's all good. But some grandmasters I follow, it's like, man, your game is awesome. It is. You don't have to belittle other people. Your game speaks for itself. You don't have to do that. But I know sometimes in chess there's trash talk and people think it's fun. I personally don't, but I don't trash talk others much. No, I don't. But whatever. I mean, some people think it's funny. Yeah, so now I'm down 2 points. And my opponent has an isolated pawn, 2 isolated pawns, and a double stacked pawn. So, yeah, I'd rather have my knight back, of course. I'm just trying to be positive. Just trying to be positive. Oh, offering a queen exchange, I don't know. There is a free pawn. I want my opponent to take the e-pawn with the queen. That would be awesome. If you see why I say that, I mean, if you don't see why, pause the video and check it out. It'd basically be a pin on the queen, a hard pin, or an absolute pin, as some of you say. I always say hard pin. I don't know why. Somebody gave me hell one time. Said it's an absolute pin, not a hard pin. Well, I'm sorry. Sometimes I like to say hard pin, not absolute pin. And that's the way it is. But it's all good. So I hope they take that. I am in a wee spot of trouble. The H-pawn, if the queen takes the H-pawn, I can't recapture because the rook's on the G, so I can't put myself in check. So I think that's my biggest weakness right now. So I want to swing back and take the B-pawn, but this, I got to be careful. The queen hits that H-pawn, and I just can't recapture, and then pieces have to work together. Biggest threat right now is the G file. The queen and the rook working together on the G file right above my king. That's my biggest threat. I'm only down by 1 again now, so not a bad. I can't say that I've truly recovered from losing my knight, but okay. That was weird. Now I feel like, wait a minute, there's something I'm missing. Is this a trick or treat? Halloween's over. Is this a trick or treat? I don't know. It might be. I had my splatter ass moment. Did my opponent? I mean, I'm going to take it. I realize I can be brought back into check, but okay. I don't know what that was all about. I really don't. Since I think about just blocking with the queen, maybe we can get a queen exchange. When I'm up material, I just like to trade down and make an easier end game. If I'm down material, I try not to do exchanges. But so it just depends. Probably gonna lose my pawn, and there it is. Now see, the queen stepped in front of the king, but I'm in check. Normally I would love this. I'd send the rook over to the e-file and put a pin on that knight, or on the queen. What the hell am I saying? See, I'm still bitter about losing my knight. Chess is a mental game. Got to get over it. I'm preaching to myself. You know, I see a future idea of bringing up the queen to the 8th rank, and then I can capture that rook. Yeah, it's a future idea. I don't know how to go about it just yet, if it's even a possibility. I got to be careful if I step on that H, put a pin on my queen. So, yeah, I'll do this. But I really wanted to pop up to that 8th rank and do a check. King gets out of the way and I capture that rook. That would have been sweet. So now I'm only up 2. I was down 2 a while ago and turned it around. And my opponent could turn this around. This is not over by any means. We basically have a rook versus a bishop coming into the end game is what we got here, which gives me the advantage. We've got our material is like, except for the fact that I have a rook compared to their bishop. So it definitely gives me the advantage. We both have isolated pawns, similar positions. It's just that rook versus bishop. Clean play should win this. Clean chess should close this out. You'd be surprised at what I can screw up, though. Games that I should have won and screw it up, you know. I've had that happen many times. Okay, so yeah, they just resigned. I mean, okay. I'm gonna check on my dog. He's still walking around. Chip, where'd you go, boy? I'll play another game. Okay, there he is. Okay, cool. He's got some water. Okay, cool. We'll play another game here. Let's see what we can get going. Okay. So if I win, I get 7 yellow points. If I lose, a -9. The draw is a -1. So I don't know. I'm bringing my knight to the d7 so that I can push that pawn and defend it. It's that bishop. my opponent's bishop, dark squared bishop, sorry. It's eyeing that pawn and tempted to take that. I think it's a free pawn. I've seen this opening before. I can't say that I have it mastered by any means. I do not. My opponent's just looking to develop their bishop here, and right now my knight is the only defender of the e-pawn, and I'm afraid we do the pawn exchange, and then the bishop ultimately goes to b5 and takes my knight. And there's other things too. Get the queen out. This attacking that F file is an old gag. If you're new to chess, I just talked about this in my previous video. Bring the queen out and then boom. I know it's an old gag, but gang, when you're in the 1200s, it doesn't work. People have seen it too many times. I mean, maybe you got something else in mind. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. I don't know. But see, that's what I'm afraid of. That's why I pushed the a pawn, because I didn't want the bishop to take my knight, which is the only defender of my e pawn. So I think my opponent is probably going to try to get the queen out. Yeah, there it is. And you got to use pieces together. My opponent's doing a great job of using their pieces together in this game right now. Kudos. They're doing great. But you have to remember, though, when you do this kind of thing early on like this, getting that queen out, it's going to be defended. And so are you getting your queen out all for naught? I mean, you got two knights that aren't developed yet. I mean, should you be trying? I mean, you're putting a lot of stock into this, because now it just helped me out because I'm going to develop a knight. So I got the better end of that, because at the end, my opponent helped me develop a knight, I guess is my point. And that's the thing. And that's kind of like the thing. And so now they've got two attackers, they being my opponent on the e-pawn, and I only have one defender. So I need to be, I could fight fire with fire. I could attack their bishop, their light squared bishop. And I will. I call this fighting fire with fire. And I don't know. I just, sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it does not. Now I'm going to go back. I've got two defenders. I'm going to have two attackers, my knight and my bishop. So, yeah, however, my opponent could still be doing this old gag with, the knight comes down. Okay, he brought the knight back to the starting position. Okay. I don't know why they did that. Is there something I'm missing here? I feel like that was a mistake. Usually you shouldn't want to handle your pieces twice like that. So early in the game, just to, you move a piece. It slows down your tempo, is what I'm trying to say. It slows down your tempo. The bishop is still eyeing my king on the g8 square. I don't like that. I don't like it. So, looks like they disconnected. I'm only up 1 point, but this is what I was wanting to do next with the bishop. Was just eye that diagonal, eye that rook in the corner. I feel like I've got the better position here with the black pieces, but It says that they disconnected. So I don't know. I hope they hop back on, honestly. I mean, a W is a W, but I don't like to get a W like this. I like to play the games out, but sometimes I've had some games where people don't resign towards the end and get to play it out. And that's cool. I don't know if they're doing it out of respect or being frustrated. And so sometimes, like, I've lost a game where I've lost plenty of games, but I mean, I've lost a game to where it's like, oh, I see it's made in 3. Crap. And so I don't know, sometimes is a respectful thing to resign, or I have no problem. Look, you worked hard at it, you tricked me, I fell for it. We can play it out. We can play it out. If you just want the satisfaction of seeing it through, I don't care. I mean, whatever. Hey, all right, 3 games. It's Friday night. It's late. I'm getting tired. Just thought I'd hit record. I haven't done live games for a while. I hope you check out my other videos, especially the Alice in Wonderland. But thank you for watching. Cheers. Chip, what do you think, buddy?